The studio lights were bright, the atmosphere familiar, and yet something felt different. Viewers sensed it before a single word was spoken. There was a quiet shift in energy, the kind that makes you lean closer to the screen without even realizing it. And then it happened, a moment that no one expected and almost no one was ready for. Jenny Ryan stood there, smiling as she always does, confident, warm, sharp-witted, the same Jenny audiences had grown to adore. But behind that smile was a softness, a pause that hinted this wasn't just another appearance, it was something more, something final. And as her words unfolded, hearts across the country began to sink. This wasn't a dramatic exit filled with noise or spectacle. It was gentle, honest, and somehow that made it hit even harder. For years, Jenny Ryan has been more than just a familiar face on ITV. She's been a presence, someone viewers felt they knew. Her intelligence sparked admiration, her humor brought comfort, and her unapologetic authenticity made people feel seen. She wasn't trying to be perfect, she was just being herself, and that somehow made her extraordinary. So when she spoke about saying goodbye, it didn't feel like a television moment. It felt personal. Fans immediately noticed the change in tone. The jokes were still there, but softer. The laughter came, but it lingered differently, like it was trying to hold on to something slipping away. Jenny's words carried gratitude, reflection, and a kind of emotional honesty that doesn't come from scripts. It comes from the heart. Viewers at home reacted instantly. Social media lit up with disbelief, confusion, and emotion. Many admitted they weren't prepared for this at all. Some thought it was just another tease, another playful twist. Others felt the weight of it immediately, recognizing that this was a real farewell, not just from a role, but from a chapter that meant a lot to so many people. What made the moment especially powerful was how Jenny handled it. There was no sadness meant to shock, no dramatic build-up, just sincerity, a calm acknowledgement of what had been, and a hopeful glance toward what comes next. And yet, despite that calm, the impact was overwhelming. Fans shared stories of how Jenny inspired them, how seeing someone intelligent, bold, and proudly herself on screen made them feel braver in their own lives. Some spoke about watching with family members, laughing together, cheering together, bonding over her appearances. Others admitted that her presence had become part of their routine, something comforting in an unpredictable world. And now, suddenly, that routine was changing. There was also something unexpectedly romantic about the moment, not in the traditional sense, but in the way it celebrated connection. Jenny spoke with affection about the journey, about the people she met along the way, about the shared experiences that can never quite be recreated. It felt like a love letter to the audience, written not with grand gestures, but with honesty and warmth. Even those who tried to keep things light couldn't ignore the emotional pull. Some fans joked through their tears, saying it felt like a breakup they didn't agree to. Others humorously demanded a reunion, a surprise return, anything to soften the goodbye. Laughter and sadness blended together, proving just how deeply she had embedded herself into viewers' hearts. And that's the magic of moments like this. They remind us that television isn't just entertainment, it's connection, it's shared experience, it's people coming into our homes and becoming part of our lives without ever knowing us personally, yet somehow understanding us anyway. Jenny Ryan's goodbye wasn't loud, but it echoed. It echoed in living rooms, in comment sections, in late-night conversations, and quiet reflections. It reminded people how powerful authenticity can be, how humor can coexist with vulnerability, and how endings don't have to be tragic to be meaningful. There was excitement, too, curiosity about what comes next, because this didn't feel like an ending built on loss. It felt like a turning page. Jenny herself hinted at new adventures, new challenges, and new spaces where her voice and personality might shine in different ways. That sense of anticipation added another layer to the emotion, transforming sadness into something more hopeful. Fans began speculating, dreaming, and imagining. Would she return in a new role, explore something completely unexpected, surprise everyone yet again?
The possibilities sparked excitement, proving that while one chapter may be closing, the story is far from over. And maybe that's why the goodbye felt so powerful. It wasn't about disappearance, it was about growth. As viewers processed the moment, many expressed gratitude, not just for what Jenny brought to the screen, but for how they made them feel: smarter, braver, seen, entertained, connected. That kind of impact doesn't fade easily. The laughter she shared, the intelligence she showcased, the confidence she embodied, all of it lives on in the memories of those who watched. And memories, after all, are where the best stories continue. So while the goodbye was sudden, it wasn't empty. It was full of love, appreciation, humor, and promise. A reminder that even when something ends, what it gave us doesn't disappear. As the studio lights dimmed and the moment passed, one thing became clear. Jenny Ryan didn't just leave a show, she left a mark. And as fans continued to talk, laugh, speculate, and remember, that mark grows stronger. Because some goodbyes don't push people away, they pull them closer, one last time, before the next adventure begins. If this moment moved you, made you smile, or brought back a memory, you're not alone. Share your thoughts, share your favorite Jenny Ryan moments, and keep the conversation going. Stories like this are meant to be felt together.